Good evening, everybody. Happy Saturday. I know we don't normally stream on Saturday, but it's usually a pretty fun night to stream. I didn't have to work today, didn't have to do this, didn't have to do that. Got to enjoy the day, and I got more sleep. So we are going to do a little VFR flying down in Florida. Indy Center, unfortunately, is not online tonight, it appears, so we're going to go try out a different part of the world. We are going to depart from, Southwest Florida, head on down to Naples, and then hit a couple untowered airports. Immokalee and whatever 59FD is. Big Cypress Airfield. It's a private field, looks like. And then we're going to do a touch and go down in Miami and head on over to Bimini. Seems like it would be a pretty cool little area to try right off the coast there. I've flown my SR22 Integra in ages. Might do it tonight. I got the Army 1000 version simply because I heard there were some issues with the Integra and being able to paint some approaches. I'm not entirely sure. But because the hot start TBM is going to be a G1000, I also decided to go with that, with the G1000 for that reason too. Switching over to Twitch. All right, Rob. Let me try that in the morning if I remember Steve. Oh yeah, Steve was having some issues with, I guess it's maybe an Airful Labs issue where one of their files is causing him to not be able to run the SR22. Happy Saturday. Steve's having a very happy day. Okay. Hello. Looking forward to finally catching a stream. All right. Rob, I guess you are on Twitch now, huh? Yeah, we are both on YouTube and Twitch. Most of my channel is on YouTube. Twitch is kind of just a little extra, little fun, little side project. I do have Eddie with me tonight flying. This was literally a last minute thing. I got home from dinner. I went to a basketball game, went to dinner, and I was like, you know what? I feel like sitting down, being a nerd, so here we are. Man, we need a full fidelity Cirrus for MSFS, right? I haven't flown the default one, but it's obviously nowhere near as good as this. Underappreciated aircraft in the Sims. You know, funnily enough, I was not a huge fan of the Cirrus when I first got this. I was like, I'm just going to get it and I'm going to stick with it. Now I'm actually really enjoying it. You have a preference where your viewers watch? Like, do you get more incentives for people watching it via YouTube? YouTube is where the whole channel itself exists. It's where my whole community is based out of. Twitch is really minor in the grand scheme of things. So I prefer YouTube for most things. Twitch is just kind of just dual stream things, and it's just, you know, kind of a side project for the channel. Hot start TBM is fire. Can't wait for the new one. Switching back. All right, Rob. No problem. Okay, let me get Navgraph pulled over real fast. We'll cover this real quick, and then we'll get started. Actually, you know what? First thing, because this is the turbo normalized Cirrus, let's go ahead and get the engines running in this thing, because you have to warm it up for quite a while, otherwise you end up having some problems. All right, so oxygen's off, flaps is up. Let me get those to match. Fuel pump is off. We did load, I think it was 80 gallons of fuel total. Key is out. All the lights and switches are off. Air condition off. And parking brake is set. Let's go battery 2, battery 1. Gonna try the uninstalled Airful Lab King Air 350 tomorrow morning to reinstall the, SR22. Did my instrument rating in a Cirrus back in 2019 and fell in love with it. Oh yeah, I've never been in one in real life. Honestly, the very common aircraft, everyone's been in a 172, been in one of those. I've been in the Bristol, which is kind of more of a unique aircraft that's kind of hitting the market. It's a really, really fun aircraft to fly, actually. And about to start lessons in the Bristol, and should have some fun there. Okay, well, you might actually be able to teach me something if I do something silly. Yeah, man, super comfortable aircraft. Feels like a sports car. Yeah, it looks like a sports car on the inside and out. Okay, we've got, shows 81, that's fine. And let's go back to engine. Everything looks good. Avionics off, man. Press, park brake, that looks normal. Engine, okay. Let's go full mix prop. Mixture and power, I should say. And let's go high boost for 2 seconds. Good. Place that key in. Okay, click it over here. And we're gonna have nav and strobe. And did I unmute myself? Oh, sorry, Eddie. I thought I'd hit the button and it did not actually unmute me in Discord. Alright, over to both, and strobes on. Area's clear. Gotta figure out the name of the cow. It's either Larry or Bessie, the briefing officer. What do you guys think? Look, sure. Who's that guy? Which guy? Did I miss something? Okay, okay, so we're good to go. Let's go boost. Let's pull the throttle back. Crack it just a touch. Start. And she's alive. Set for 1,000 RPM. There we go. There's 1,000. Let's get that noise canceling on because this thing is so loud. Went with the Rep SR22. Cheaper and really good. I've not tried any of their products. Okay, so we're good there. Let's go alternator 1 and 2. Avionics. Landing lights can stay off. Pitot heat, 73 degrees. We'll leave that off for now. And good there. TKS fluid's great, and oxygen is good in case we find ourselves needing that today. We're all VFR, so I don't think we will. We got 80 gallons of fuel, and we are great there. And the biggest problem with this aircraft is how long it takes to warm up. So we got to wait for it to really get to like 130, 140, but they suggest 160, but we don't have to pay for maintenance, so here we are. As far as the flight plan goes, it's pretty simple. We're just going to go direct to... Oh, hang on. Because I wanted to start that, we didn't cover this. All right, we are in Southwest Florida International. We're going to be heading down to Naples. This whole flight's going to be VFR. So we're just... looks like Miami Center is on, and they have these sectors broke out. So like we're going to be talking to what is officially Fort Myers Approach. But it's the same guy covering the whole area, which is interesting. So we're going to be talking to that guy all night long. Because I don't think, unless Miami gets a tower on or something, I don't think there's anybody there. So plan on getting flight following. If this ends up being a mess because he is so overwhelmed, we may fall off of flight following when we don't need it. And if it becomes a really big problem down in Miami, we may just circumnavigate the airspace here and head on straight over to Bimini, which is uncontrolled. So we will have to talk to him from here to here, though, for sure. All right, I went with the Rep. Cheaper, really good for the G1000. Yeah, I got the G1000 here. Does it have it? Oh, Cal Simulation. They announced for X-Plane their version of the G1000, which I use their DA products in Microsoft, and if their Garmin is as good as it is in Microsoft, I'm all about it. Local weather here is 240, so we'll be on runway 24, 10 miles visibility clear, 22 degrees Celsius, 3003 on the altimeter, and that's it. Do not have an ATIS. So unless the controller wants to say something different, we'll stick with that. We'll go ahead and program the heading in for 24, which is 238. I've got my mini FCU running multi-flight here. Just turn that phone on. Silent, so 238. And then I'm just going to plan for 3,500 right now. We'll see what that does, unless Eddie, you have another opinion. Eddie, are you?
I do not.
Oh, there you go. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and hop on frequency here, see how he's doing. 1322. See how chaotic he is. I did not realize it was one controller with a bunch of different approaches, so I'll be curious to see how this goes.
Miles from Piana, cleared Alice 12 approach. Alice 12, or good to 11. Y star 771, you've descend and maintain 5,000. You're flying the wrong transition, expect ILS 9.
That not working in a circle.
5,000, it's not. Y star 771. Actually, disregard that part.
There's
5-4, I'd like to step away for about 5 to 6 minutes.
distribute volume.
Say your call sign.
They're both spinning.
United
It's not changing anything.
624, advising
I
back.
think they're making miracles for the hot start. Hope so too.
Center American 1527 is back.
First
Roger.
waypoint is Kilo Alpha Papa Foxtrot.
November 552 Foxtrot, amend altitude, climb and maintain flight level 360 for traffic.
Foxtrot.
Oh, 360 for traffic, 2 Foxtrot.
There we go. Okay. Need to figure out how I can
American
turn the
1527 traffic
down.
at your 1 o'clock, 15 miles northwest bound, a citation at a flight level 344, flight level 360. We're looking for that traffic.
So this is not doing anything.
Now we got him in sight. 1527, roger. November 552 Foxtrot, traffic 12 o'clock, 10 miles eastbound, Airbus 320, flight level 370 has you in sight.
No, that's not doing anything. Well, that's
We
not.
got the
Okay, well,
traffic,
I'm going to use
Foxtrot.
X-Pal, I guess. Give me 1 second here.
Cargo 768, turn left heading 100, join the localizer.
There we go. Sounds good.
Heading 100, join the localizer, runway 12, French cargo 768.
Alright.
Apollo Club 6432, you have the field in sight, it's off your 1 o'clock in 6 miles.
Affirmative, field in sight, Apollo Club 6432.
Apollo Club 6432, clear visual approach, runway 90 right.
Cleared visual approach, runway 90 right, Apollo Club
I would have picked somewhere
6432.
else if I would have realized the,
Spurwing
Yeah, this is
400,
gonna
final
be-
runway 10 right.
Spurwings 400, runway 10 right, clear line.
Go line.
Delta 219, change to advise you, good day.
Delta 19 over to Tuesday.
American 1011, wind 1706, runway 12, clear to land, hold short runway 9er for 777 on 4 mile final.
SR22 was 19, it's a lot
Runway
of
12, hold short runway 9 for
radio silent. They just released the government. Oh, yeah.
Runway 9er clear to land, traffic is a 737.
Okay, we're probably going to be
Final for runway 12, he'll hold short for
doing a
you.
bit of,
You have to land
Unicom on this flight. I was going to get fly following, but with the
GPS
amount of
558 across
traffic he
Bullfrog,
has, it might be a
and
little
maintain
difficult.
11,000, time by altimeter 3003.
Miami, Alaska,
So, Skyster.
1695, ready to taxi with Sierra. We are spot 15.
GPS 558 across the Bullfrog at and maintain 11,000, time by altimeter 3003.
I get some clearance.
Alright, cross Bullfrog at 11,000, altimeter 3003, UPS 558.
French cargo 768, a mile from Piana, cleared Alice 12 approach.
Cleared for Alice runway 12, French cargo 768.
Y-Star 771, descend to maintain 3,000. Alaska 1695, runway right, taxi by Whiskey Mike.
Whiskey
Jeez.
Mike, 1695.
Spurwings
Made
400, taxi by
made a mistake coming here tonight.
Tango 8 to the ramp.
Auto flight, Tango 8 to the ramp, Spurwing 400, thank you.
Apollo Club 6432, wind 210 at tree, runway 90 right, clear to land.
Runway 09 right, clear to land, Apollo Club 6432.
Miami.
Can 2 Foxtrot continue climb to level 400, or do you want us to stay at level 360?
522, Foxtrot, climb and maintain flight level 400.
Climb and take level 400 for 2 Foxtrot.
Miami Center, Delta 1756, level 370, direct Seaguar.
This is why I don't enjoy getting busy areas.
Miami Center, medevac, November 18, Delta Lima on the ground at Beamy, looking picked by fire at Fort Lauderdale.
I got some by, I just need to coordinate.
Delta 556.
Yeah, 624 is back.
Come on.
Miami American 1130 checking in, flight level 340, looking for descent.
Everyone stand by.
I think he got a little overwhelmed.
American 1011, contact on point 8.
Request
Yeah, he's not going to give me flight following. If he can get me out of here, then I can just do...
Air France 1011, contact ground point 8. American 1011, ground point 8.
Control the
Point eight for
Naples,
ground.
though.
Alaska 1695, stay with me.
Okay.
Stay with you, 1695.
Air France 16, taxi via Victor, cross runway 12 at Victor, contact ground point 8 on the other side.
I should look this as a little closer. It was supposed to be...
Say again, please,
The way flight radar shows it now is confusing.
16, taxi via Victor, hold short runway 12.
Makes sense now.
Taxi via Victor, hold short, runway 12, Air France 16.
French cargo 768, wind 1706, runway 12, clear to land.
Clear to land runway 12, French cargo 768 heavy.
Y-Star 771, I never vectored you on the ILS, but you're 2 miles from Innis, cleared ILS 9er. Sorry about that. Clear out the 9er. Y-Star. X440 heavy, descend and maintain 6,000.
What do you guys think? You think we should try this or try somewhere else?
And Dynasty 198, descend via coastal tree
I'm fine
line,
going
east
somewhere.
altimeter trees.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
a little concerned at the moment.
It is pretty
because-
busy. I almost want to.
556, you're sending us on a bit of a long final here.
Okay, here, let's do this.
Dynasty.
Because this is going to be such a mess. Let's go somewhere else. Time to reload to a non-towered airport, right? Alright,
Turn the radio off. I can barely hear you.
yeah, so let's just we'll spawn in a non-towered airport real fast.
That was probably one of
And-
the smarter things you've done.
And we'll squeeze out to the north and get out of Miami Center. How about that? That way, because I thought this guy on VATSIM radar, it shows there was all these approaches online. I was like, oh sweet, we got a bunch of approaches, but no, it turns out it's one guy, and for some reason it shows all the approaches, and I don't really understand why. So let's go. How about this would be interesting to squeeze out of.
Are you shopping on VATSIM radar?
I'm shopping on Navigraph at the moment.
Okay.
We could just go straight up to Inverness, Floral City.
Where?
And we'll make something in the air. How about that? It is... Let me load in airports. Let's load in at KINF. And in fact, can I just go to map? Oh, here, you know what the best thing to do is probably just go flight configuration. Change location, KINF. Inverness. And start new flight. Let's see if it keeps me running. Okay, sorry about that. That was a lot more chaotic than I had originally planned, and we were not going to be able to get to have the fun that we wanted to have VFR in that area. Well, we were going Key West. Is that what you're trying to say? No, I'm going to avoid Miami Center at this point because it was almost impossible to get a word in on network there, and Eddie's relatively new, so I don't want to put him under that pressure. So we're going to a non-towered airport now, up in Inverness, which is KINF. And then that will, if we pull up ATC here, kind of put us up into Jack Center. There's quite a few little VFR airports we can do off network here. And we could go over to Daytona, actually. That would be fun, because they've got approach on over there. So we'll plan for the first flight to be to Daytona. So I know we're kind of all over the place, but we'll pick up flight following if we can and head on into Daytona here. If worst cases, we'll grab approach here. We'll try to catch up. Where y'all gonna go? Okay, let me type it in chat here. KINF to is it DAB? KDAB. There we go. Cool little flight. Yeah, problem. Okay, let's get this thing back up and running. Make sure. Should still, it's okay. At least it's nice and warmed up for us already, so it'll be pretty easy for us to get out of here. We're in an uncontrolled airfield, so we will not have the same problems we were just having where we couldn't get a word in on VATSIM. So Eddie, it's KINF. I'm logging back in now. And let's just go over to whatever that is before. And so we're going to go KINF to KD, DAB. Flight plan. Let's go menu, delete flight plan. And I don't know why that's got the wrong airport. KINF. Enter. There we go. And then we're going to be KDAB. KDAB. Daytona. Enter. Oh. Let's see. I think I could just invert that real fast. There we go. KINF, KDAB. Quick flight plan. Zoom out. Airspace concerns. Nothing really to be concerned about until we get over here. We are uncontrolled where we're at. Do we have KINF to KDAB? Just put this in Navigraph real fast for us. Do we have ground charts here? Open charts. Charts. Is there a CTAF? There is. 12272. 122. Oops. 72. Okay. All right. This should be a lot more enjoyable now. And then out of curiosity, while we're Eddie, how you doing? 35902.
Good, I'm just getting back in.
Okay. Waiting on Eddie to get in here. 132. Howard is on Jax. 902. We'll listen to that, see how busy they are. Oh, it's much quieter. Okay, so initial altitude is going to be 3,500. And we did change airports here, so let's take a look at this KINF, the airport. We've got 191. Weather here is 0 knots, so we'll just depart runway 1 since it's right behind us. And we'll do a quick run up while we're waiting here. So if mixture's full, go 1,700. And the good news is we are warmed up. 122.725. Yes.
All right.
Lift. Ooh, almost at the maximum there. That one's a little rough. And right is a little better. Let's run this at full power real fast just to see if that still has an issue. Over to both. Should get 27. Yeah, that mag's a little rough at the moment, but the engine was running okay. Enough delays, we're going to get out of here. Flaps down, parking brake is reset. Landing lights are the only thing that's remaining. And this is in Inverness traffic. Inverness traffic's here, 622 Mike Sierra, taxi runway 1 via what I assume is Alpha. Inverness. I mean, departing KGPT. What's KGPT? Alright, mixture's full, flaps are set to 50%. Just need to turn on landing lights, I believe, and otherwise we're ready to go. Jumps are good. And left turn, I'm assuming this is Alpha. It looks like it, Alpha 4. Alright, we're finally getting out of here. Unfortunately, we had to get a little creative. Okay, I've not heard a single peep out of 132925, which is very strange. We'll worry about that here in a minute. What we're going to do is depart runway 1, and then we'll do a crosswind departure to the east. Now, for the winds to be calm, it sure is fishtailing me around quite a bit. Sometimes I wonder how accurate Navigraph data is versus the Sims data. And runway 1's going to be 11 on the heading. So we're going to go heading, indicated airspeed, just speed bug up that up to 20. And Eddie, just let me know when you're ready. I do enjoy flying the SR22. It's quite the little hot rod for what it is. Yes, it is. This is the turbo neutralized one, or normalized one as well, so it's got a little extra to it. KGPT. I don't see that in my immediate vicinity. Alright, what I'll go ahead and do is, while Eddie... Oh, are you moving? Oh yes, he's behind me. I did not hear you on VATSIM. Did you say something?
I did not.
Okay.
I was struggling a little bit, but I think I'm good now.
Good? Okay. Alright, line lights. Inverness traffic, Sierra 622, Mike Sierra departing runway 1, right crosswind departure. Inverness. Let's get moving here. And we're clear on the approach. Clear on the departure. Let's go flying, finally. Sorry for the delay, guys. And full power. Power set in the green. Okay, there's definitely some winds here that are not on the... And rotate. Inverness traffic, Sierra 622, Mike Sierra, clear runway 1. Inverness. It's a little hazy, but still within limits. I do not hear you. You're going to have to change your microphone.
You're kidding.
Just settings and Xpilot? If you want to go ahead and depart, it's just me and you right now in this area.
Are you hearing me on Discord but nowhere else?
Yes, it's you just need to change which microphone's being used.
I gotcha. Okay.
Flaps can come up. Whoop. It's interesting to see that it's 7 miles of visibility with clear.
Inverness traffic radio check.
5x5.
Nice.
And then we'll go up to 1500 for now and wait for you.
Inverness traffic, Bonanza 067, departing runway 1, VFR, Inverness.
Okay, let's go autopilot real fast. I haven't heard the first radio call on Jack Center, so I guess I've got the wrong frequency. 135925. That's it. Let's monitor that just to see how busy they are.
JetBlue 291, cross Olean at maintain 13,000, 250 knots, Tampa altimeter 3003.
3003, Olean at 13,000, 230 knots, JetBlue 291.
Yeah, 250 knots.
250, sorry, JetBlue 291.
And 4784, the readback correct, runway 17 and 26 are available. Just let me know which one you want when you're ready to taxi. The Pensacola ATIS is Charlie. November 5 Bravo Sierra pilot's discretion, maintain 11,000. The Savannah area altimeter is 29904.
Oh, looks like Daytona just went off. Clear 7 miles, 7 to 1. Check center, Sierra 622, Mike Sierra, VFR request.
1 Julie Whiskey, standby. Delta 3034, contact Daytona Beach approach 125.8.
Let's do that.
Daytona 9125.8, Delta 3034, thank you.
American 3123, flight 250, descend to maintain 4,000 vectors to final.
Heading
Must be on the right frequency,
250, down to
yeah.
5,000 vectors final, American 3123.
Yeah, 4,000.
Oh, just 4,000, American 3123.
Pad 29, turn right on Alpha 3 into the ramp. Have a good night.
There, we've just got one now.
American 2002, contact Miami Center 132.2.
132.2, American 2002. West 43, 51, ready to go.
Southwest 4351, roger. RNAV 2 Villains, runway 18 left, clear for takeoff.
RNAV Villains, 18 left.
November 1 Juliet Whiskey, left closed departure, left closed after departure, make left closed traffic, runway 23 at
Sunset's
Foxtrot,
nice.
clear for takeoff.
Eddie, I'm about 140 indicated here, if you want to catch up to me. Jack Center, Sierra 622, Mike Sierra, VFR
Plane's
request.
not flying right.
Alright, the
Don't
Gap
know
is
what
here,
I'm
just
doing,
stand by.
but-
JetBlue 51, say, squawk ident, please.
I think I've hit a button somewhere
Oh,
that I shouldn't have.
Southwest 455, ready to taxi at NCO. We have Bravo.
Alright, everybody, just hold up for just a minute, guys. I got 5,000 people calling me and all at once, so just bear with me for just a minute, guys.
here we go again.
JetBlue 51, your radar contact 15 miles south of Garrick. Just need to give you an even altitude from here. Do you want 39, 38, or 40?
It shows approach.
JetBlue 51, call maintain level 400.
Well, we're waiting for him to give us a call back. We'll climb up a little bit here. I guess we can't hear a lot of the people that he's talking to. It's just,
American 3123, do you have Orlando International in sight?
Affirmative, field in sight.
American 3123, thanks. Cross the executive airport at or above 2,500. Cleared visual approach on way 18 right.
Cross Linear Executive at or above 2,500, clear the visual 18 right, American 3123.
Southwest 455, runway 18 left, taxi via Charlie 1, Charlie Bravo 1.
I'm gonna find your add-ons list. I don't have a list for
Charlie
X-Men
1,
just yet.
Charlie Bravo 1, 455.
Southwest 4351, radar contact, say altitude.
4,300.
Southwest 4351, thanks. Turn right heading 350, maintain level 350, that'll be your final.
350 heading to 350 for Southwest 4351.
Western Global 300, contact Miami Center 132.2.
Miami Center, Frost Level 300.
I broke ATC. Oh, I'm struggling with ATC tonight. Trying to
Club
get
178, contact Houston Center
trying to get coverage and can't get ordered in.
3277.
He told me to stand by last time I tried contacting him.
And Tango Victor Foxtrot 27 Lima Bravo. I'm not sure the call sign. Are you on the frequency? American 3123, the wind's 200 at 6, runway 18 right, clear to land. American 3123, runway 18 right, clear to land, winds 290 at 6.
Still waiting on him to give me a call back.
We're 18 right, clear to land, American 3123.
Southwest 4351, clear direct Sharks.
Sharks for Southwest 4351.
November 55 Bravo Sierra. Let me just check the closure time over there at Hilton Head. It might be closed. Stand by. Five Bravo Sierra. The tower's open there for another 20 minutes. The wind's variable at 3. Altimeter 29906. Do you have an approach request? Fire Bravo Sierra, Roger. Quebec Fuma, cross Fuma at or above 1,900. Cleared RNAV runway 21 approach.
Fuma, cross Fuma at or above 1,900 and cleared RNAV.
Fire Bravo Sierra, just report Fuma.
Alright, cylinder head temperature, just trying to get up there. We were kind of climbing lean of peak at the moment, so it's not ideal, but we weren't going super fast.
Or 1 Juliet Whiskey, runway 23, clear to land.
361 Juliet Whiskey, clear to land, runway 23.
American 4784, runway 17, taxi via Alpha. American 825, cross Jurdiat, maintain flood level 210.
I can cover that list of add-ons here in a minute.
American 825, cross Jurdiat and maintain flood level 210. American 825.
Oh boy.
JetBlue 51, descend and maintain flood level 380.
Kind of 380 for JetBlue 51.
Cylinder temperatures are coming back down.
Is everybody else trying to get a hold of Jax?
Series 622, Mike Sierra with VFR request.
Where are you, sir?
Kilo Lima Echo Echo approximately, and we're looking to get into Daytona.
Okay. You're over Leesburg?
Is it Leesburg?
You're over Lima Echo Echo?
Affirmative, Lima Echo Echo.
Okay, the call sign one more time, please.
November 622, Mike Sierra.
Or 622 Mike Sierra, maintain VFR, squawk 7363.
7363, maintain VFR, 622 Mike Sierra.
Jack Center, good day. Spirit
Okay, finally.
1759, flight level 360. We're about 40 southeast of Myrtle Beach.
7363.
Jack Center, England 630 on the ground at Orlando Coast Type Bar 2 Phoenix Bravo.
Spirit Wing 1759, you were the one that called in south of Myrtle? Spirit Wing 1759, Jacksonville Center, radar contact. November 622, Mike Sierra, radar contact position as reported. The Daytona Beach altimeter is, let's see, 29er.
29er, 2 Mike Sierra.
Got Orlando, just stand by for a second.
I've broken my airplane.
Okay.
November 2 Mike Sierra, contact Daytona Beach approach on 125.8. Have a good night.
125.8, thanks for the ATC.
Delta 1439, contact Miami Center 132.2.
125.8. Let's go, come, 125.
Delta 1439, contact Miami Center 132.2.
1439, good luck with the traffic.
It's on the wrong one there.
Thanks. November 1, Juliet Whiskey, runway 23 at Foxtrot, taxi via Bravo, Charlie.
125.88. Okay.
Delta 3034, Daytona Airport, off your 10 o'clock, 13 miles.
We've got the airport inside Delta 3034.
Man, why is that keep
Delta
saying that?
3034, clear visual approach for my 7 left.
There's the visual 7 left, Delta 3034.
Daytona. Oops. Let's go down to here. Swap this back over. Daytona Sierra 622, Mike Sierra 3500 inbound.
062 Max here, Daytona approach hello, Daytona altimeter 2999 information, Delta is current. You can expect a visual approach runway 7 left.
2999er, information Delta is current and expect a 7 left. 2 Max here. Hey, finally, we're getting somewhere. I'm glad he came back online.
Sir, it's 2 Max here. I just want to verify you IFR or VFR?
We're currently VFR, 2 Max here.
Sir, it's 2 Max here. Roger. For now, you can just make straight and runway 7 left.
7 left, affirmative, 2 Max here. They gave me ILS. I didn't even think about the fact that we're VFR. Alright, so let's go approach. No, wrong airport. Grab that chart real fast. He's just going to give us a visual. It's pretty much straight in. And we'll program the ILS in just for the funsies. Select approach, enter ILS 7 left, and we'll do vectors. Or we could...
Sir, it's 2 Max here. How will the approach terminate?
Say again for 2 Max here.
How will the approach terminate? You'll just look for full stop?
It'll be a full stop, but we'll be doing a turnaround and heading somewhere else after that.
2 Max here, Roger.
And... so we got Tigay? Tiga? How do you say that? And Smira Wamel would actually work, or Tigay, Twamel, whichever one. Okay, we'll put Tigay in there. I don't know how to say that. Enter. Yeah, we'll just load. We don't have to worry about minimums. We're visual anyways. It's more
3034, wind calm, runway 7 left, clear to land.
more of just a visual thing for
7 left,
us.
clear to land up 3034.
Oh, shoot. Little dial. Oh, no, big dial. That always confuses me. Let's just go direct to gay. Enter. And should be able to go to nav mode. There we go. Eddie, are you still trying to get into Daytona? Or did you log off?
I went off network, but I'm jumping back in at Daytona.
Okay. Yeah, it'd be a little easier to get out of Daytona with the cover they have there because they got approach on. Seven left. We'll want to roll to the FBO, which is where it's kind of far. Wow, what a complicated taxi route over there. Oh, there's an FBO much closer. We'll do the I guess the west FBO. Shouldn't be an issue making that. It'll be our first right, and it'll be off our right. And then they'll probably give 7 left out of there. And we'll yep, we're what? That's live weather. Yes. The visibility in Daytona right now is, it says 10 miles, so theoretically it'll clear up a little bit here in a minute. It has been clearing up a little bit as we've been flying. Let's put a picture. Old stomping grounds. What's up, Kyle? Kyle, you want to join us? It's been a struggle bus getting to talk to ATC, despite the fact that there's coverage all over the place. But the problem is it's one guy for a huge area, and they've just been having a hard time talking to him. Daytona has coverage. If you want to, we could actually get out of Daytona and then just hunt some uncontrolled airports. Oh, you know what I forgot to do was AirRack. I forgot to do that earlier. It's pitch black near Palm. Oh, this is not live time. It's live weather. I rolled it back so we could have some visuals. It's pretty cool flying around here. I wanted the sunset. You down to track me? What do you mean? All right, guys. We had a tie on the name of the cow stuffed animal here. What do you guys think? Bessie, the briefing officer, or Larry?
Delta 3034, welcome to Daytona, November Charlie 2 to park. Have a good one.
November Charlie 2, parking Delta 3034, thank you.
I would just got off, spent most of the day on a PC. Okay. Well, at least you can just hang out and chill. Otherwise, we need to figure out where we're going to go after this. Approach will have control for a little while. Could fly up to... I'll have to figure it out here in a minute. This is X-Plane. The fact that you have to ask that and is a good indication of how far X-Plane has come. Alright, we need to be down to 1600, so let's go ahead and go down. And I'll do vertical speed. Go ahead and nose over. 800 feet per minute. On VATSIM, yes. You're on VATSIM. Although it's been a struggle bus so far. You can do Edgewater. It's a little strip a few miles south. Edgewater. You get the code for that, Kyle? Well, if I prefer to go north. We could hang out with this approach guy and go on up to Palm Coast Executive. And then after that, we could go chase some untowered stuff. Palatka Municipal, maybe? And we need to go down just a touch faster. Yeah, let's go ahead and get track back on. And let's build that approach chart. We'll figure out where we're going on the ground. 1600 is set. And since he did give us good routing here, we could practice the ILS. 109.7 is accurate. We are in...
Service to Mexico, report 5 mile final, runway 7 left.
Report 5 mile final, runway 7 left, 2 weeks here. Alright, this is 5 mile ring, so when that ring gets to the runway, let them know. And then otherwise... Let's go heading mode. Do a little turn here. Swap the CDI over to the localizer. And let's go nav on localizer. Folig will be the final approach fix. Flagger and Ormond are towered to the north. Okay. Take a look at that here in a moment. Go and swap tanks over. Forgot to do that a minute ago. We go full rich. Not too far out of balance, but it's out of balance. Ormond. Yeah, Flagger, I think, is what I just mentioned. The Flagler Executive. Will be a fun little hop up and go over there, and then we can depart and then just go over to Unicom. Explain. It's not running. It's not running in real time. It's funny how it lags like that. Sunset's beautiful. You from Florida? Nope. I love visiting Florida. I've spent a lot of time working in Florida, but I have never lived in Florida. I did a lot of work down in Ocala, actually. Let's go ahead and arm approach. May kick me over. Yep, it did. And then once we get about 5 miles out, we'll give the ATC a call. And they'll clear us for landing, most likely. We could do a little pattern work out of here. Actually, we could just request some pattern work, and then we could just direct a request VFR up to KFN Flagler. That'd be fun. All right, mixture's full. Power 70%. And we should capture glide slope here momentarily. And we're just practicing the ILS here. As it kind of worked out for us. Glide slope's captured, and we're about 5 miles out. Daytona Tower, 2 Mike Sierra is about 5 miles, 7 left.
Sir, 2 Max Sierra, wind calm, runway 7 left, clear to land.
7 left, clear to land, 2 Mike Sierra. So let's pull that power back. This thing slows like a sheet of plywood. Looking for 118 on the approach flaps. Kyle, you missed out on the impossible to contact ATC once again. I chose poorly for coverage tonight. It was not a good night to be doing the VFR stuff in this area. All right, there's 118. Let's go approach flaps 50%. We have landing clearance. Landing lights are on. Pitot heat's not needed. And we are in the white arc. Let's go landing flaps. We're going to want about 25%, 30% power. Maybe a little less. We're looking for 80 to 85. So 83-ish. Close traffic. Yeah. Now we'll do a full stop, and then we'll program something else in. Flagler, maybe. And then we'll do some pattern work here, and then just VFR over to Flagler.
500.
Alright, autopilot off. Flying like a typical Cirrus pilot, autopilot on the whole time. This thing actually hand flies really nice. Landing rate negative 100. Alright. Challenge accepted. Touch low. Let's bring it back. Pull the power just a little bit more. Flaps checked. Landing gear, all 3 in the green because they're welded on. Scooch over, pull some more power. Looking good. Nice. We'll take, let's see what he says. Thumbs up. Missed that first turn, so we'll take the next one. I don't have a landing rate monitor. Actually, you know what? I'm going to take a left since we're going to get on the move again. That way we can just taxi back.
Sir, 2 Max Sierra, where are you parking?
We're about to depart again. Do you want me to just take a left and head back to 7 left?
Sir, 2 Max Sierra, runway 7 left taxi via November. If you want to intersect, let you know.
Alright, 7 left taxi via November, and we'll let you know what we're going to do here in a minute. I think we're going to do some pattern work first, though. I'll let you know in a second.
Alright.
Alright, $10 on it. Oh. Want to buy landing rate calculator or monitor. All right, so what do you guys think? Eddie, you want to do some pattern work here? Are you on the ground?
I'm troubleshooting my setup. I haven't flown in a few days, and it feels like something's off.
Okay.
So I'm on a right base to runway 7 right now. Not on network, but I'm going to land and feel it out.
Sounds good. Yeah, let's do some traffic pattern. I haven't done too many traffic patterns in this thing. I normally spend a lot of time doing traffic patterns just to kind of get the hang of it, but I've not done any of that with this aircraft yet. Daytona 2 Max Sierra VFR request.
There's 2 Max, go ahead.
Yeah, we'd like to do some closed traffic pattern practice here, and then we'll eventually depart up to, I think it's Flagler.
Sir, it's 2 Max, Roger. Departure maintain VFR. Squawk and frequency remains same.
Squawk on frequency, maintain same, and we're pretty much ready to go here.
Sir, 2 Max Sierra, left close traffic approved. Wind calm, runway 7 left, clear takeoff.
Left close traffic, 7 left, clear for takeoff, 2 Max Sierra. Okay, 50% on the flaps. Boost pumps on. Left tank is selected as our fullest tank. And we got left close traffic, 7 left. We're at sea level, so again 1,000 feet. And we'll go ahead and go all the way to the end of the runway. Lights are all on. We're clear for takeoff. Let's roll. 7 left. And left pattern. We're clear on approach. 50% flaps are set. Taxiing this thing takes some really gentle care. And let's go full power. Full right rudder. There we go. Man, pressure, it's fine. There's 70, and let's rotate. And look for 100. Burn a bunch of fuel here doing some pattern work. It's not exactly the plane you want to be doing pattern work with. And snooze over just a touch more, get 100. Flaps up. Here's the end of the runway. Left turn. Get rid of the CDI. And we're looking for 1,000 feet. Leaning out to get rid of that danger zone with the manifold pressure and fuel flow. Beautiful. Daytona 2 Max Sierra midfield.
Sir, 2 Sierra, runway 7 left cleared for the option.
Clear for the option 7 left, 2 Mike Sierra. I actually love how well this thing hand flies. Here's the end of the runway. Left tank's the fullest. We're on the left tank. Fix my headset here. There we go. Okay. Well, no, still kind of goofy. What if we do it this way? No? Track IR is not picking up my down head movement very well. Let's go full rich. We'll slow down. 118. Speed checks. Flaps 50. We're clear for the options. Do left base. We're on runway 7. One thing I don't like about the Cirrus is this is so aggravating when you're trying to do tight little patterns like this. And let's go flaps full. If you guys could do me a favor and hit that like button.
500.
And subscribe if you're enjoying this. So that way you can be aware of anything we're doing in the future. We usually stream Sunday nights and Wednesday nights. I got home after doing some other fun things today, so I figured I'd wrap it up with some more fun activities, like, you know, flying on VATSIM. However, it's been a little painful tonight. Looking good. Let's nose up just a touch. Drop that last couple knots. Alright, mixture's full. Left tank is selected. It's the fullest. Give a touch of trim up. There's 83. Looking good. Going idle. Flare. Hold that flare. Let's go flaps 50. Bring the power back in. And rotate. That was good. A little right rudder, just keep it coordinated. Let's nose over to 100. Using scenery enhancement, yeah, map enhancement with the Apple Maps right currently. Otherwise, it's pretty much stock for the most part. Now, I've got XA snow, which obviously right now is not affecting us. Daytona 2 Mike Sierra's on to go.
Sir, 2 Sierra, left west traffic approved, report base.
Left close traffic approved, report base 2 Mike Sierra. Let's go flaps up.
Daytona information echo Colonel altimeter 3001, 11503.
001. Let's do our left turn. Real pilot? No. At best a student, but I've kind of just getting into the lessons here, just about to start. I'll have to lean that out. Go with that little cyan target there.
I'm gonna bow out. I feel like I need a restart and another look at my settings. So
okay,
I'm calling it on this one.
Thanks for trying, Eddie. Have a good night.
Let you do your thing without me getting in the way.
No, you're fine.
All right, catch you later.
See you. Frappuccino, please. I like the name. Daytona 2 Mike Sierra midfield, 7 left.
Sir, 2 Sierra, runway 7 left, cleared option.
Runway 7 left, clear for the option, 2 mics here. Default airport, yes, this is, a lot of the default airports have had community-driven touches to them with the world editor. So a lot of airports have a lot of customized options to them that are just default, basically. All right, let's pull some power. Let's go mixture full. And then we're going to head up to Flagler, which is just north of us here, Palm Coast Flagler Executive. So we'll do a touch and go, and then on that go, we'll request a VFR over to Flagler. And speeds checked, flaps 50, left base. We need to revisit X-Plane. X-Plane is in a really good state at the moment, and it's just getting better. They're spending a lot of time and effort right now, making it very competitive with Microsoft. I'm actually in love with flying an X-Plane lately, just because a lot of it has to do with how well things fly. Microsoft, I feel like everything's on rails or just doesn't feel right whatsoever. And X-Plane actually, you know, things feel good. Some of the stuff doesn't look great, like, you know, like right here, that looks pretty crappy, but a lot of the times you get some really good visual out of X-Plane. Let's pull some power at... Alright, left tank still selected, still the heaviest. Don't have the best flow, and I was kind of short on that one. But it turned out alright. Alright, let's bring in a little bit of power, trim up. Touch more power, a little slow. A couple of knots. And let's pull the power. Flat 50. Power mixture set. And rotate. Looking for 100. Nose over since we're clear. Daytona 2 Max Sierra on the go, and we'd like to get VFR up to Flagler, KFIN, KFIN.
Sir, 2 Max Sierra, fly straight out and follow the shoreline northbound. Maintain VFR below 5,000.
Fly straight out and follow the shoreline or northbound. Maintain VFR at or below 5,000. 2 Max Sierra.
Sir, 2 Max Sierra, are you planning on flight following, or do you want to just stay by yourself for a little bit?
Yeah, I'll get flight following. You're the only person I've really had the ability to talk to tonight. It's been so busy on the larger areas.
All good. I'll keep you company.
All right, let's go up to 2,500. Okay, airspeed. Let's do 120. And we'll follow the shoreline.
Service 2 Max Sierra, the weather for Flagler is wind calm, visibility 10, sky clear. Altimeter 29907.
29907, 2 Max Sierra.
Service 2 Max Sierra, are you planning on doing any touch and goes there, or are you just full stopping?
We'll do a touch and go there, and we'll probably head back to you. 2 Max Sierra.
Service 2 Max Sierra, roger. Expect runway 29.
Expect runway 29, 2 Max Sierra. This was what I was looking for earlier. But what we got was a completely different animal. Let me grab that chart real fast. Just getting autopilot set up there so I can multitask. This is cool. Let's go up to Palm Coast Flagler Executive. Open charts. Ports. And he gave us expect 2-9, so that'll be a left base on 2-9. Easy peasy. It's looking good. Yeah, if you haven't been on X-Plane lately, these atmospherics are completely stock. Your comms are pretty good for a student pilot. Thank you. Appreciate it. I have been nerding out with Flight Sim for a little while, so I've kind of picked it up over time. Also working on being a controller at ND Center. Hopes to hit it. Nope. This way, heading bug, this way. Let's do 3, 4, 6. That'd be fun. So actually, I hang out a lot with the controllers there, and just generally, you know, spending a lot of time with VATSIM. I actually just really recently started doing VFR. It's, I did IFR for probably the first.
I do plan on heading out in like about 30 minutes.
I copy that. We'll get back to you, and then we'll go cry in a corner by ourselves. 2 minutes here. Now expecting 2-9, which is this way. Don't think you could do. Don't think you could do left pattern at KFIN. Well, if I'm the only aircraft in the area, he might actually give it to me, but he could give me right pattern as well. Still 10 miles out or so. It's kind of hard to see. I think that might be it right there. I think so.
There is 2 Max here, report 5 mile final, runway 29.
Port 5 mile final, runway 29, 2 Max here. Of course, as soon as I go take the outside, I can't hardly hear anything. Trying to grab some screenshots here. Yeah, when I do start taking lessons, the hope is the radio comms will be the least of my worries.
Approach citation 4 Mike Kilo 15,000 for 5.
Citation 4 Mike Kilo Daytona approach hello altimeter 23001. Expect the visual approach runway 7 left and set advice when you have information echo.
01, we have echo and 4 Mike Kilo.
You have a headphone simulator and cockpit view. Yes. This airplane is super loud without it, as you can see there.
Citation 4 Mike Kilo, descend and maintain 4,000.
4,000 for Mike Kilo.
Bring some power back in. And we'll start inching in that direction. And we're looking for 2-9. X-Plane has definitely come a long way in all aspects, to be honest. Yes, it has. This looks really right. Looks really good. I love this view here.
4 Mike Kilo, turn left heading 280 vectors, forward vision.
Left 280 for Mike Kilo.
And autopilot off. Runways in sight. 2-9er. 2-9er-ish. Yeah, really the only thing that I'm running that's aftermarket is map enhancement with the Apple Maps. And I've got a shadow mod that Q8 Pilot posted, which it really just increases the shadows, which there's not any shadows in here right now. Otherwise, some minor stuff, but nothing that you're really seeing here. Daytona, Cirrus 2 Mike Sierra, 5 mile final, 29er, 2 Mike Sierra.
Cirrus 2 Mike Sierra, runway 29, clear for the option, wind calm, on the go, VFR south approved.
Clear for the option 29, on the go, VFR south approved, 2 Mike Sierra. Right, so we'll head down to the south and pick up, I guess we'll go back to 7 left. Alright, mixture's full. Let's go right tank. Booster pumps on, right tank. Got our imbalance issue fixed. A little low there. Let's bring it back up. There is 118, 550. Go back up to 2500 on the way out of here. What do you guys think we should do after we go back to Daytona? Because he's going to be offline by the time we head out of there. So we'll have to do some non-towered airports maybe. Just have some fun. Alright. Speed check. Flaps 100. And we're on a heading of 290. See what the runway numbers say in a moment, just to confirm. FBO cam shadow size, I believe. Oh, there's power lines right there. There was a few of them. I think that was one of them. Or maybe that was just the front of all the textures. I don't remember off the top of my head. It's been a while since I did those edits. Alright, mixture's full. Flaps are 100. 29er confirmed. Landing.
Citation 4 Mike Kilo, turn right heading 340. 340 for Mike Kilo.
And flaps 50. Power set. Rotate.
Citation 4 Mike Kilo, descend and maintain 2000. 2000 for Mike Kilo.
Daytona, Cirrus 2 Mike Sierra, on to go south VFR.
Cirrus 2 Mike Sierra, radar contact over flag, blur, say altitude.
650 for 2500.
Cirrus 2 Mike Sierra, roger. Proceed to right, on Daytona Beach Airport, and expect runway 7 left.
Direct Daytona Beach Airport and expect 7 left, 2 Mike Sierra. Oh, we got the hot air balloons over here. I should have said 650 climbing 2,500, 2,500.
Airport in sight, 4 Mike Kilo. Citation 4 Mike Kilo, clear visual approach, runway 7 left. Clear for the visual, 4 Mike Kilo.
Let's go heading indicated. Autopilot. Let's bring that up to 2,500 is set, 1,000 to go. Nice and easy. I use the mini
4
FCU.
Mike Kilo, wind 150 at 3, runway 7 left, clear to land.
And what I really need to do is when I push my heading bug to, it centers my, or it realigns my heading bug. I can do left turn 5 degrees. Direct. Oh, clear. Let's just delete this thing. Flight plan menu. Delete flight plan, and we're just going to go. Whoops. Direct. Enter. And that'll work. That'll give us a little bit of a left base for runway 7. Hey man, all graphics default, no shaders or anything. Explains so much better for atmosphere, clouds, and lighting, in my opinion. Yes. So I am using map enhancement. The atmospherics are default. But other than that, this is pretty much mostly default. That nice nose view. If you guys could help me out and hit the like button if you get a moment, and subscribe if you haven't. We stream every Wednesday and Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern.
Sir, is Tim X here, enter 3 mile left base, runway 7 left before turning final.
Enter 3 mile left base 7 left and report turning final. 2 X here. Okay, so we got a plan for...
2X here, are you planning on doing a full stop or did you go?
We'll do a touch and go, and then we'll go negative flight following and just fly out of the controlled airspace there.
Sir, is 2X here, roger.
But it's another airport. We'll just fly up the coast.
Sir, 2X here, which direction of flight would that be?
To the north, 2X here.
Roger.
Yeah, well, we can go up to Kilo Sierra Golf Juliet St. Augustine. Oh no, that's towered. Let's see. Yeah, we could jump over to Palatka. That's not towered. It'd be a little further than what we just did. Is map mod free? So map enhancement does come with a free version.
Citation for my Kilo, welcome to Daytona, where you parking?
I want to stop here.
I use the paid version. It's
Citation
about
for my
$40
Kilo,
a year.
next park via November Whiskey, have a good one.
November Whiskey, for my Kilo, have a good weekend.
I keep forgetting to pull my power back for some reason. And looking for about 17.3 on the GPH for this altitude. So the turbo normalized is interesting because you gotta basically set the mixture. You go to 2500 on an RPM and then just pull it back to that cyan bar. And I've noticed if you do it right at the cyan, it gets a little hot on the cylinder head temperatures, which we're okay at the moment, pretty low. But if you start getting above 380, we'll start being cautious. Let's go ahead and go down to 1500. Head up, San Simon. What's the code for that? And we need to go this way a little bit more. He wanted a 3 mile left base, and I am a little too close. Nice thing about this turbo is you can actually leave the mixture where it's at. I didn't get the right distance there. That's my bad. Not too awful far. That's 5 miles in the ring, so we're not too far off, but could have been better. Alright, start slowing up for the turn. Right tank's a little lower, so let's go left for the landing. Boost pumps on. Not too bad. Go full rich. And Daytona 2 max here, turn final 7 left.
Cirrus 2 Max here on the go, flight runway heading until reaching shoreline, the VFR north approved. Wind 1503, runway 7 left, clear for the option.
On the go, fly to the coastline, and then VFR to the north approved, and runway 7 left, clear for the option. 2 max here. 50%. Mixture set, and we are at the left tank. KSSI. Okay, once we hit the shoreline and get our way out of here over onto Unicom, I'll figure out where that's at. And we're in the white arc. Let's go 100% flaps. I'll probably terminate there.
$500.
If it's towered, though. Okay. Yeah, I need to check if it's towered. Once we hit the coastline, I'll figure out what we're doing. Just talking to center right now is probably going to be ugly. It's been ugly all night. So the fact that Daytona was on made me extremely happy. We didn't even get out. We didn't get off the blocks at our first airport. We couldn't get a word in, and as soon as we finally did get a word in, he basically told us all to be quiet. He was so busy. One down's on the VATSIM. VATSIM's super fun for when it works, but sometimes it's unrealistic amounts of traffic for the lack of available controllers. And idle power. Flare. Nice, 50%. Bring power back in. Mixture is set. Power set. Power confirmed. And rotate. Man press is okay. Looking good, looking good. Let's go 2500. 2500 set. Nose over for 100 knots. And Daytona 2 Max Sierra on to go VFR north.
Search 2 Max Sierra, radar contact over Daytona Airport.
100 knots, flaps up. Indicated airspeed 120. Heading set. Let's go autopilot. And once we hit the coastline, we're VFR to the north. We'll figure something out. We'll drag a Navigraph over here in a moment. Gonna do a left turn. Beautiful. I wonder if they got like little fireworks that pop off. You go spend any time at any of these beaches and you start getting fireworks and things. So we'll want to steer clear of that. And K-fin there. You said KSSI, so let's take a look at that.
There's 2 max here. Thanks for flying with me. Radar service terminated. Squawk and maintain VFR. Frequency change approved. If you need anything else, Jackson Center is still online on 3592.
I appreciate the ATC and for the fun and the calm. Squawk VFR, and if we need anything, we'll talk to them, or at least try to. Have a good night. 2Mix here.
Good night, good night.
Okay. KSSI. Let me drag this over here. Let's go. Airports. KSSI. I need to get the Navitab in this aircraft. St. Simon's Island. Okay. That is untowered from the looks of it. So that would be a fun one to go to. Yep, that's untowered. So we'll head on it to St. Simon's then. I have been to St. Simon's before. Well, how far is that? That won't take too long. Let me get this, actually, you know what? Since we're going a little further, let's go ahead and climb up a little higher. We'll go up to 5,500. Indicate airspeed. Drop that back down. And then I'll remember to actually do my power settings. Nice and smooth. Looking for 120. 120 set. Should be getting dark about the time we get to St. Simon's. We're squawk VFR. I need to update my nav data as soon as I finish up for the night. Okay, so as far as the flight plan goes, let's go and add KSSI. SSI. Enter. And let's just do a direct to... That's not what I want. I want a direct to KSSI. Jesus. 1000 still throws me for a loop sometimes. Like which dial you're supposed to... Why is this not scrolling? There we go. Let's do a direct KSSI. Activate. Clear that out. And nav mode. And that looks like it keeps us clear of any controlled airspace. Landing at Jekyll Island would be some bragging rights because that's where the crazy banking stuff went down in the 1920s or something. The banking stuff. I've actually been to Jekyll Island. I was in a wedding at Jekyll Island, actually. Alright, there. Wow, we got the 5,500 quick. That's looking really good. Okay, so here's what I was talking about earlier. So you want to pull the power back until you reach 2,500 on the RPM. There we go. And then now you're going to want to somewhat quickly pull the mixture down and get that high manifold or high manifold pressure fuel flow. Target 17.6. 17.3 has been working really well for me in this aircraft. This thing has some, like, you actually have to like adjust maintenance items. It's really interesting. So there we go. We got 74% power, and should give us a pretty good true airspeed here. We've got 161 and climbing. Winds right now. We've got slight tailwind, 1 knot. So we will be there in about 38 minutes. So it's a little bit longer of a leg here, but we got this beautiful coastline to fly along, so no complaints. Yeah, the day I went to Jekyll Island, I was doing a lot of work on the road, and I ended up flying like 1,500 miles and then driving like 600 miles in one day. Well, almost one day. And I had to take a break and take a nap for a few hours. That was a rough day. I was living off those Pilot gas station extreme coffee, or extreme caffeinated coffees. Yeah, I was in Kansas City, I was in Kentucky, I was in Florida, and then went back. Had to go pick some friends up. Drove through. Where did I drive through? So I guess we drove through Kentucky, West Virginia, or Virginia. Had to pick some friends up. Jekyll Island, it's near St. Simons, isn't it? There's Jekyll Island. Looking over here on the maps. Jekyll, Georgia. Yeah, so I guess... Oh, well, you know what? Maybe I went through Atlanta. I don't remember. So I guess Tennessee, Atlanta, Georgia, and then some back roads to Jekyll Island. We found some random hotel to stay in at like 3 o'clock in the morning. And the window was like in the the hotel room's floor. I was like, what? So then, 3 o'clock in the morning, we had to go back to the front desk and have them give us another room. So yeah, it was quite the eventful weekend. And then the next morning, we discover that, oh, hey, you're supposed to be here for rehearsals at noon, and we're 4 hours away. So we got like 2.5, 3 hours of sleep. Hopped on a car again, scrambled to get there, and we roll up to this extreme high class place where people are wearing sweaters around their neck and it's 95 degrees, and we're wearing like sleeveless cutoffs and camo hoodie or camo shorts and Crocs, We did not fit in. Look at these ships. That's cool. I love how they have the live ship traffic in here as well. Alright, so we are heading on up to KSSI. Should avoid anything of this chaos over here. Don't really seem anything we need to worry about though. Head up along the coast, and it should probably be pretty quiet. I don't see much traffic. We do have one guy that's in front of us, but he's at 32,000 feet, so I'm not too worried about him. I can actually, since you're not seeing what I'm seeing on my other screen, I'll turn live traffic on. This guy right here, Steven, Captain Steven. Captain Steve! I don't know if you guys have ever watched that show, or YouTube channel. That's a pretty good one. A little bit longer for the leg, but it'd be a good one to finish off the night with. Oh, got dark in here real quick. And left tank is low. Boost pump's on right tank. Check the RPMs, make sure it's stable. And power is stable. Beautiful. Cylinder head temp's 366. We could actually richen it up just a touch, which is counterintuitive. Squeeze a touch more performance. Let's go for 17.6 and see what happens. One thing I do need to do though is let's go to Unicom. No way we just said Captain Steve at the same time. That's funny. I love that guy. Let's see where those cylinder head temperatures get to. Yeah, it's real weird with this turbo normalized engine. is to cool the cylinder head temperatures off, you actually lean it out just a little bit more than richening it up. So right now we've got 166 ground speed, 168 true airspeed, and it's not too bad, burning 17.6 gallons per hour. Now, with map enhancement, it does have the night lighting, so if you have the paid version, these night lights out through here are textures that they load in with it, so you can actually see much further with some of the night lighting. It's hit or miss in some areas, but I mean, where we're looking right now is pretty barren in Florida anyways. Off in that direction, there's not a whole lot out there, I don't think. So that may be more accurate than I realize. See a couple clouds. Whereas, you know, default X-plane, it cuts off real hard. You can really notice it around big cities. Set up some other camera views. The GoPro left. With Larry front and center, or Bessie, whichever one we will decide on. With the nose view, this is my favorite view. Left, back, got an under view. Left wingtip, kind of a GoPro view as well. And I think that's all set up so far. Yeah, let's monitor, just for funsies, let's monitor Jack Center. What was that? 135925, I think. Yeah, 135925. So let's swap down here. Swap that over. Let's monitor. It's awful quiet. Is that right? One 135,925. 135,925.
After departure, maintain 2000. Expect flood level 430. 5 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 135.902. Squawk 1520. Hold for release.
We'll monitor that, and what I'll do is I'll turn that audio down just a touch. Just gives a little background noise. Now, I don't know what the deal is. I can't adjust any of the audio in the aircraft for X-Pilot.
Club 4493, back correct. The Charleston area weather, the wind, the altimeter, 29903, winds 3403. Report number 1 for the runway. This frequency
seems to be a little calmer.
Release change of advisory frequency is approved for taxi.
Not really a need to get flight following. There's not a whole lot of aircraft in the area where I'm at.
Region 01, contact Miami Center 132.2. So long.
32 for Region 01. Thanks for the service. Have a great night.
Take care now.
Delta 113, we're going to sign off. Thanks for the ATC services.
November 39, Hotel Echo.
Hello.
Can we get a expected runway into Daytona Beach?
7 left.
A firm 7 left?
Yes, sir.
I thought the so Kyle, did you see the Captain Steve, his little retirement video? That's pretty cool. Oh, that was you.
Jacksonville Center, good evening. Air Canada 13, flight level 350.
Air Canada 1327, Jack Center, Roger.
And Micah was flying on a stream the other night, and I was just goofing around, and he was kind of, he just happened to be flying over where I was at, so I chased him, knowing that I didn't have a huge range on my radio there, and started giving him some crap.
Takeoff, Piedmont, 725.
Piedmont. Alright, let's take a look at the fuel. Alright, left tank's getting... we're still on the right. Okay, cool. We're good. I feel like you know, first few times I flew this, like, man, I'm drinking some fuel, but I was also, you know, climbing to 25,000 feet and things like that just to try out the airplane and what it was capable of. I'm real excited about that hot start TBM. Really, really love the Challenger. Probably my it is my favorite aircraft of any
Southwest 1286. Did you take
aircraft
this?
I've ever owned. And if they give it the same love that they gave the Challenger, then it's going to be incredible. Been loving the Honda Jet. Okay, so I have opinions on the Honda Jet. I flew it the other night, and yes, it is a beautiful aircraft. I agree with that. However, I did not think it was anything special. Their Citation X is, in my opinion, better than the Honda Jet. I don't know, it just feels really like... There's nothing really wrong with it. It just felt bland. It just felt like some of the tablet options were missing that the Citation has, and you know, they already have a very bare minimum tablet, so it's a little surprising with how little effort they put into the tablet. Now, I understand it was a free upgrade, and I'd been willing to pay an upgrade fee for a few extra features if that's what it took, but I shouldn't complain. You know, free things are great. But the one thing I don't like about it is the cockpit. I think somebody reminded me I said this before. And like, there's not a lot of... It's hard to see at the front. It really just doesn't have the best visuals. Bro. Here we go. Figured I could get somebody talking. It's night, I'm tired, and I have to program and land. This could be good or bad. ILS 7 left with the, what was it, the Trigay transition or waypoint or something silly like that. I'm getting tired myself, so I don't really remember what it was.
Who was it? You're about 3 minutes inside my airspace, yes.
And Piedmont 725, airborne crossing 5,000.
Piedmont 725, radar contact, call maintain 14,000, clear direct Melbourne.
14,000, clear direct
Sounds pretty good.
Melbourne, 725.
So what do you guys like more of? VFR flying or IFR flying? I've been really enjoying VFR flying myself lately just because there's just more to it, honestly. IFR is just kind of bland, just doing the same thing over and over. And, you know, you go in there, you pick your point A, you pick your point B, and fly the assigned path, and there's not a whole lot of excitement to it. Whereas VFR, well, we just did down in Daytona. You do a couple patterns, go fly to another airport, do a touch and go, fly back down, and then head on up to the north and find something else. Which, I mean, you could always cancel IFR and you know, your citation or whatever.
Southwest 2647, Houston's off.
Jump over to VFR, but you're going back to VFR, so that's kind of the point. I love VFR. Yeah, me too. I enjoy it so much more than IFR. Now, what's fun is if you're VFR and you pick up IFR along the way because of weather. That's really like a fun experience. It happened to me. It was that night that I was giving Mike a crap on his stream. I was flying up to KIMM's, just north of Louisville. And the weather in Louisville was pretty crappy. There's a big, huge cloud in front of me. Had to pick up IFR, and by the time I got to KIMM's, it was cleared. Interesting. Let's do a quick fuel check. Left tank's just a touch slower.
Atlanta's gone. Radar services terminated. Frequency change.
Some air temperatures are good. Golden. Plenty of fuel. 6-7.
Piedmont 725, contact Miami Center 132.2. Have a good flight.
32-2, Piedmont 725. Have a good one. See ya!
See you later.
Wow. That was an exceptional see ya. It had the echo and everything. Today I followed the coast from Houston Hobby to Galveston. I have been to Galveston. I do not recommend going there for a beach vacation.
I'm actually getting ready to log off, so you can just go into Unicom. Have a good flight. Take care. Southwest 2805, Atlanta's gone. Radar services terminated. Frequency change approved.
I went to the Flight Sim Expo and turned it into a longer trip.
Southwest 1286, are you on my frequency?
2 years ago?
Thank you.
3 years ago?
Southwest 2806, are you on my
This
frequency?
one was in Houston? What did you say?
Southwest 2805.
Okay, so that's what I thought.
Southwest 2805, I'm closing. Operator services terminated. Frequency change approved.
Alright, so we're about to lose Howard.
Southwest 2805, sit.
See you later. November 39 Hotel Echo, I'm going to be closing. Operator services terminated. Frequency change approved.
Which means there's not going to be much coverage whatsoever anywhere near
Air
us.
Canada 1327, I'm closing. Radar services terminated. Frequency change approved.
Frequency change approved. Air Canada 1327.
Anyways, there's not really... I like to stay in condos.
JetBlue 1897, I'm just waiting for Miami to take the handoff here. I'll pass you off.
Let me go ahead and just swap this back over, just so we don't
Paper
listen to
down.
him giving everybody a endless stream of frequency change approves. Yeah, Galveston went down there prior to the Flight Sim Expo. It was the first one I ever went to, and it was in Houston. So landed in Houston, drove down, visited a Buc-ee's for the first time. That was cool. I'm actually going to be going to one next Saturday. I got a buddy who's just absolutely in love with it for some reason. Hi, Tim, if you're listening. And he will literally get up and drive 3 hours round trip to go to a Buc-ee's. I don't understand it. It's a gas station in my mind, but whatever. But yeah, girlfriend and I stayed in Galveston, and it was all right. Beach was, nah. Definitely stayed up better. But who goes to Texas to visit the beaches, though, you know? We just kind of made it into a longer vacation. We did the same thing this past one when it was up in Providence. I said Provincetown. Providence. I flew in and I flew in a few days early, stayed with one of my channel members, actually, and stayed at his house with his wife for a couple days. We went golfing, had some fun, had some good food, and then we went and did the Sim Expo. Met a bunch of other friends of mine that have made through this hobby. It was a real fun experience. And then I went to Hyannis, and up in the northeast there. So I hopped a bus. Never been on a like a long bus ride for something like that. I've done plenty of like city bus traveling and subway systems and things like that, but I've never gotten on a bus to go from point A to point B for that kind of a distance. So that was an interesting experience. That was fun. Got to Hyannis, stayed there for 2 nights. Just got to cruise. Now we go fast. What are you flying? Fuel is good. Start closing in back towards the coast here. And then, so anyways, we went to Hyannis. We got on the next morning, hopped on the ferry down to Nantucket. That is a cool place. I'm in the Honda Jet. Oh, okay. Yeah, you'll. Once you come up, you should be able to catch up to me and pull off my right or left wing here or something. If you're in Daytona, it'll be close. It'll be close. I'm at 410. What is your call sign? I don't see you. I assume you're on VATSIM. But anyways, we went to Nantucket. Went lighthouse hunting. Went out to the, what was it, Jetty's Beach, I think. Saw that lighthouse. I am November 3 Niner Hotel Echo. Let me look. Why do I not see you? You departed Daytona, right? Oh, hang on. Is that you? No. Who's that? Nope, I don't know who that is. Oh, why did it get so large? Huh, that's funny. I don't see you. What are you over right now? $47 miles ago. Man, this looks so real. This looks so good. But yeah, we went to Nantucket for the day. Hopped the last ferry back. Stayed another night in Hyannis. And then I was wanting to go to Provincetown, but it just didn't work. KBCR is where you are. KBCR. Airports. Wrong button. Oh, okay. That might explain why I didn't figure out where you were on the other side of Florida there. Are you heading my way or are you going somewhere else? I see you now. Oh, wait, maybe I misunderstood. I thought you were heading this way. For some reason, I thought you were in Daytona and you were heading this way. My bad. Shows you, going to... What? That doesn't make sense. It says you're going to Fort Lauderdale, but it shows you going to Daytona. Interesting. Oh well. And then after we left Hyannis, we went up to Boston. Spent the day there. We got one of the aviation viewing rooms at the Hyatt at the airport. That was really cool. It was just a big nerd out weekend between Boston Airport and Flight Sim Expo. I don't know if I'm going to go to this one this year. Not too excited about going to where's it at? Why is the name escaping me? Minneapolis. Not too excited about Minneapolis. I've been there once and it's okay. Doing something like the Northeast again was cool. I actually talked about going back to the Northeast, spending a couple nights in the off season in Nantucket. It's probably way too expensive and out of my price range for summertime. And then heading back up to Boston for a few nights as well, just exploring that city. Because that was really cool. Hopped on one of the little sailboats. I say little, 50, 60 foot sailboat. And floated around the Boston main channel right next to the airport. Got the plane spot from the boat. That's really cool. Different kind of lifestyle in some of those areas than what I'm used to. Alright, let's take a look at our fuel and distance situation. And let's figure out what we're going to do here. So we're 36 miles out. Let's go open airport, weather 120 at 6, 10 miles visibility, broken at 3400, broken at 4300. don't think that's going to be a problem. Let's go ahead and grab the taxi. What did I say the winds were? Whew, getting tired. 120. So that'll put us on runway 16 would be ideal. Kind of approaches they have for 16, nothing. So we'll just do a visual. We'll do a left downwind for 16 and come on in. And then the FBO is off the left, kind of on the north side. So. Natural gas ship. Love how you can see the cool thing about X-Plane is you can zoom in really far and see pretty good details of things. Oh, you want to check out the airport over here? Just zoom on in. Gets a little twitchy. Lost the airport. Where'd it go? There it is. Probably, if it were stable, you could probably read the runway signs. Microsoft LODs, come on, please fix them, make them better, figure something out. All right, weather did have some broken clouds at 3,400, so let's go ahead and start descending down to 2,500. Okay, let's go vertical speed mode. And, oh, wrong way. We'll go down 500 feet per minute. See where that puts our arc. Bring it back up. Let's do 300. That should get us there about right. Like I said, we're going to be at a left downwind for runway 16. We'll take the first left as we can and roll back up to FBO, and then we'll terminate there for the night. There you go. Here's a good example of map enhancements, night lighting. So X-Plane would probably, may show that. It might. And then this right here, you can kind of see where it fades off. That is X-Plane's map enhancement, XPMA. That's added. It actually blends in really nicely. It does change some of the night lights. It's a lot better than it was. When it first came out, it was terrible. But they definitely made it look really good now. Starting to get some of those stars. Now, if they could smooth the jaggies out, that'd be nice. I don't know if you guys can see that on the stream or not. Alright, that'll have us just about right. Actually, I need to go down to 1,500. So let's go ahead and increase that 100 feet per minute. And let's go ahead and swap tanks. Boost pumps on. Swap. Power is healthy. And then their altimeter is 29er and 9er 4. And 25 miles to go. 8 minutes. Well, this started off real rough. First 20 minutes was just trying to figure out how to get in the air with ATC being so busy. And then we finally managed to get up in the air because we moved to a non-towered airport. And with X-Plane, this aircraft specifically will save your plane state. So we were still up and running. We just really had to do a couple things, and it was already warmed up, ready to go. Got up in the air, tried to get some VFR flight following, was unsuccessful for a while, and then we finally got it when Howard got a little less busy. Then we found Daytona approach on, and we had some fun over that area. And now we're there's no controllers online anywhere near us now, and Unicom is quiet. There's nobody around me. Try to get some guys on at Indy Center tonight, but they were on early in the day, so I guess they didn't want to get back on. Or maybe they're busy flying too. I did fly this thing through icing this morning. I was actually up in New York City. Flew from New York City to Nantucket. Did a little VFR pattern around their airspace. Their airspace is really complicated up there. And there was a little bit of controllers on, or a few controllers on, but not a whole lot. But as we were heading into Nantucket, the conditions worsened, and it'd been a fun IFR pickup along the way, but since nobody was on, we just kind of flew in there ourselves and picked up icing along the way. I've got a good screenshot I can pull up real fast. Let's go captures. If you guys haven't already, hit that like button if you don't mind. Helps get this out to more viewers and more subscribers and more people joining. If you guys want to join in on any of the flights, group flights, we do a flight every Wednesday, every Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And Wednesdays are usually GA, and Sundays are some sort of commercial jet aircraft. This past Wednesday, we actually flew the A-10. That was exciting. If you guys haven't caught that stream, go check that out. There's a lot of fun things that happen. There's a few crashes. We were getting a little goofy with the bridges and things, and I had a random, like, some sort of turbulence just cartwheeled my airplane. It was hilarious. Here we go. So you can see where it actually visually models it, and the Cirrus, if you're not familiar, has the TKS system, so it's kind of a fluid that excretes through tiny little pinholes along the, let me turn the light on, the leading edge there, and, you know, it kind of acts like de-icing fluid and kind of rolls through the whole surface of the wing. And got another picture. It shows you where it kind of builds up. I had a plane full of people. Kind of builds up a little bit. The icing is kind of goofy looking. Hopefully that gets improved over time. But at least it's there, you know. At least it's not overly sensitive like Microsoft 2. Getting the slightest amount of icing and your plane falls out of the sky. Here's another great example of map enhancement and the extended night lighting. You wouldn't be able to see that. You might be able to see this coastline right here and then just hard chop and then be done. The A-10 flight went pretty smooth. I thought tons of fun. Yeah, Eddie, Century Cap in the chat there, was the mastermind behind that. So thank you, Eddie, for the World Tour flights. In fact, he does all of our World Tour flight planning. And definitely appreciate that a lot, Eddie. It means a lot. Super. The more people get involved with the channel, the more we can do, the more fun we can have, the more variety it is. You're not just me slapping together a flight plan 30 minutes before stream and hoping it works. It's worked a lot in the past. Pretty successfully, in fact, but I wouldn't have thought to fly the A-10. Eddie's more into the military stuff than I am, which is great to have that variety. I love GA. I love smaller aircraft like the Challenger, the Honda jets, the Citation jets. I have spent a ton of time in the big iron, and flying tube liners, A320s, 330s, 350, 737s, 777s. I've flown all of those, and I do not have near as much fun in those as I do in these smaller airplanes. There's just more to do, more to pay attention to, and more to enjoy. This lighting is looking really good. Let's get the nose picture here. Here we go. Boom, look at that. Got the stars. Night lighting. It's fantastic. Little reflections. These reflections actually look alright for X-Plane. And I see a beacon. That might be our airport. Yeah, I think I mentioned this earlier with this TN variant of the Cirrus. I don't have to touch the mixture when we're descending. In fact, I didn't have to touch anything. We just started descending and took advantage of our increased airspeed there. I got some more really good pictures. Oh, here's a beautiful one from the other night. Look at that. Look at the coloration. Never seen those colors in X-Plane until that flight. It was almost oversaturated. I think the maps, it was really green on the ground. That may have had something to do with it, but got the greens, the yellows, a little bit of orange maybe. The blues. That was a really pretty flight. And then this one right here, if you zoom out just enough, it looks like these clouds look straight up real. And it was just a flight, a morning sunrise flight in the SR22. This keeps me coming back too. Oh, okay, I was looking at the wrong airport. We have arrived. CTAF 12305. Not that anybody's here. Wait, 05? Really? Oh, not 005. 05. There we go. St. Simons traffic, Sierra 622, Mike Sierra, left downwind, runway 16, St. Simons. Probably should have overflew the airport at that point. Probably been the safer thing to do, but since there wasn't anybody there, not too worried about it. Ooh, has slight freeze. Let me reset my views there. Got to talking too much and enjoying all the other things. Forgot to fly the airplane. Alrighty, let's go ahead and mix, full mix. Let's check the fuel levels right tank. Whoa. Whoa. We're on the left tank. Okay, we'll stay on the left tank. Let's pull some power. Now this is just past that runway we're seeing right there. I am though. What do you mean? St. Simons, Sierra 2 Mike Sierra, left base, 16, St. Simons. Oh, look at those wing reflections. That looks cool. Screenshot. Oh, oh, oh. Stop playing cameraman. Don't die. Flaps 50. Is that rain? We got a little rain. Let's go ahead and turn that pitot heat on just in case. And St. Simons traffic, Sierra 622, Mike Sierra, turn final runway 16, St. Simons. Once we're on the ground, we'll take the first left and taxi FBO. Last call, St. Simons. Let's go full flaps. A little bit of a crosswind factor here. Mixture's full, full flaps, all lights, and pitot heater on.
500.
A little lagginess I was getting was really aggravating sometimes. 16 confirmed, landing. Oh, screwed my flare up. Flaps are up. We need to take this next left. Full pressure. It's funny, the engine got so warm that as soon as you pull the power, the full pressure drops. Alright, there's nobody around. Don't need to make the last call since we've already done that, essentially. Uh-oh, what's going on over here, guys? Should we go? should we not be here? Third transponder off, let's go. Alright, we're gonna taxi straight ahead. It should be at the end of those airplanes right there is where we're going. Man, there's a gas station right there. Somebody pulled over. Oh no. Poor guy. He's having a bad night. Alright, pretty much any of these spots will do. Flaps are up. We can come off. Landing lights need to come back on. Ice light is what I meant to turn off. Well, it was fun. What'd you guys think? Did you enjoy that? And that looks like some nice little palm trees right there, so. This is the FBO. I think it's technically that building, but this looks more FBO-ish to me. So pulling on in here. Pat Larry on the head. We'll pull up next to this plane right here. Toe brakes. So difficult. Those Piaggios are everywhere in the sim. Alright, parking brake can come on. Let's grab a flashlight. Let's lose the track higher. And oxygen's off. Boost pump to normal. And let's check those cylinder head temperatures. They're 252. 254. They're starting to cool down a little bit. We'll give it another moment. Turn that land light off. Alternator 2 is going to keep screaming at us since we're not high enough RPM. And that is stabilized, so let's go ahead and pull the mixture. If I win the lottery, that's what I'm getting. Piaggio? They're super good. I don't find them extremely attractive, but I've heard they're actually a really good airplane to fly. Why was that already switched off? I did not switch that off. Interesting. Key on the dash, strobe light, nav light, avionics, alternator. Let's check the trim real fast. Trim set. Burner brake set. Good, 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 good. And we need to turn the air conditioning on, so we don't have to worry about that. And yeah, we can go ahead and shut her down. Alright, guys. Thanks for joining tonight. That was a ton of fun. A little frustrating to begin with, but we made something out of it. Normally do. I am going to head to bed. And if you guys haven't already, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't. Join us on a group flight. Discord information is below if you're interested in joining. And otherwise, guys, I will catch you tomorrow for our usual Sunday night group flight. So, have a good night. See you tomorrow. See you, Eddie.